Well, hello everyone. My name is Katie Carson. Welcome to back to Royalty Soaps. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but it's September. The Secret Soap series is available this Saturday, and thusly, I owe you guys a September soap. Sapphire is the birthstone of September, but I don't want to charge $2,000 for one single bar of soap. So I found a replacement stone that I think you guys are going to love. It is absolutely stunning, and every single one of them is so unique and different. I could tell you a lot about the soap, but I would prefer to just show you. So without further ado, let's make some soap. Alrighty, so the first thing I am going to do is pour my lye water solution into my oils. Let me blend them up a little bit. They're getting a little bit cold. Just gonna pour these right in there. And the recipe I am using today can be found in the description box below. And now I'm gonna blend on low until everything is just past emulsion. And I'm going to add two of my accent colors. So this first one is a navy blue that I created using ultramarine blue and black oxide. Both of those are from TKB Trading. Next is Blue Tide. This is a color from Mad Micah's. It's sort of a turquoise blue. And the final color is a lightened shade of the base color. So I'm gonna add in the base color now. I'm gonna blend that up. And now I will pour off some of this blue color and add a little white to it. So now let's blend these colors up and see what we think of them. I went ahead and added the fragrance oil in, so now it is time for me to mix that in by hand. So I've used this fragrance oil plenty of times before. It is Fresh Picked Blueberry by Wholesale Supplies Plus. It is an amazing scent. It has great retention. It works well in cold processed soap. I really don't have any complaints with it whatsoever. It does lighten your soap just a teeny tiny bit. Now this soap I had a couple of different options for. I could do lots of different pretty colors in a swirl. I could do a drop swirl. I could do layers. Like, there are lots of things. So I ended up picking the thing that a lot of you guys voted on whenever I did the Instagram Makes My Soap design, which is in the pot. A lot of you people really like in the pot swirls, and it's also one of my dad's favorite type of designs. Okay, so let's start this swirl. I'm gonna start with my darkest color first. I'm just gonna snake it down the side of the bucket. So like I said, this fragrance oil actually slows things down. It's one of my favorites to use for this reason, but you can also end up with a very mottled design if you have a color that does that too much. So I am being careful. I don't want it to swirl in and so all the colors get muddy. That's not going to be nearly as pretty. Now I'm going to go in with the lighter shade of the same base color. Just pour that right in. And it's a little bit thicker because I have titanium dioxide in there, so that will always thicken up your soap a little bit more. I'm going to scrape out my little buckets here. And the final color, we have this beautiful blue. This particular blue is going to look super, super nice with the glitter I have chosen. All right, this guy is ready to go and to be poured into the molds after this quick commercial break. Sorry you guys see a tripod in there. I'm filming a TikTok while I'm filming a YouTube video. So I'm just going to begin by pouring right at the end here till the soap is about halfway full. And I'm going to pick it up over here, pour it into the end, and I'm just going to let that run all the way to the other side of the soap. This is going to make a really, really pretty design. You can see it's already sort of melting over everything else. Just going to sort of pour it down the length of the mold now. Now I am going to scrapey my big container. Make sure I get all of that beautiful color out of there. All right, all of the soap is in the mold. Woo, look how wiggly that is. That fragrance oil is so good for swirls. Okay. So I'm going to let this sit here and set up. And in the meantime, I'm going to mix up the soap frosting and we will come back and frost the top of this soap. Okay guys, so I have put a little bit of that ultramarine blue and a little bit of cashmere mica, that's from Nurture Soap, down the sides of my soap frosting bag. And I'm going to do my little 3-2-1 method on this soap, just putting 3 dollops across, then I'll go up and do 2 dollops across, and then do 1 dollop on the very top. Whichever part of my soap frosting bag has the most color will be the part that I put on the outside, because the inside is obviously going to be chopped up and it just doesn't matter that much. We have one more secret soap to go. Do you think you have guessed what the series theme is? I had a lot of fun this year, you guys, with the secret soap series, and I think the final soap is definitely going to give it away. That's typically how it goes. I make the final soap one that I feel a lot of people could guess. I cannot believe my little Lily Marie is going to be 3 years old. Ugh, my little mom heart's so sad. And yet at the same time, I love watching that kid grow. It's so crazy because if you don't have any kids, you just don't feel the same way about kids. I'm not necessarily a kid person, but it's totally different when it's your own child. I know tons of girls whenever I was growing up who always wanted to babysit, always loved to hold babies, and I was like, no thanks. They're cute and all, but I don't want to hold them. I don't know. It's all weird how having a kid changes things like that. It almost feels like I have more love for all of children kind because of Lily and Will. Okay guys, final dollop. And look how pretty. Oh my goodness gracious. Every time I use ultramarine blue in soap frosting, I'm always so delighted by the results because it looks so good. Wonder what I'm gonna eat for dinner tonight. Sometimes on film days, it's really hard to keep up with everything. I see a lot of comments of people being like, Katie, how do you do it all? Mama too, business owner, blah, blah, blah. I don't do it alone, y'all. Please, y'all gotta give my people some credit. I could never do everything I do without my people. Hey, y'all, I forgot to turn on my microphone, so you should be hearing a lot better audio right now. Let's add some glycerin soap sapphire gemstones, shall we? I'm going to put one on either side of the soap here. I'm gonna try to press them in a little so that they don't break. Okay, so all the gems are in. Just wait till you guys see these stones. Look at these blue tumbled agate. They are so stunning. I'm just gonna place the ones in the middle first because I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little worried about these big stones kind of slipping off the top. They're a lot more stable here in the middle. I'm glad I decided to go with a round tip for this. I think it really accentuates the stones I'm putting on top. Man, my dad's gonna love these. Marvelous, we're going swimmingly. Now to put a tiddly bit of glitter. Here we go. Tap, tap, tap. I'm also gonna put a little bit of Sparkle Me Blue on the bottom. Put a little bit of hollow on the sides. Gonna give this a little spritz with some rubbing alcohol. And that is it. Our September birthstone, the Sapphire soap, is complete. Let me bring you guys in for a close-up. And this is what the soap looks like up close. I am digging it. Those stones are everything. Let's get along into that commercial break so that we can come back in 18 to 24 hours and chop up this soap. Okay guys, it is time to cut the Sapphire soap. Look how stunning this is on the side. I think the only thing I'm gonna change is adding a little more of that blue tide in there. It looks blue right now, but it's leaning towards green and I want it to look super, super blue, but I'm probably not gonna change anything else because it all looks really, really good. I do have to cut this on its side though because of the stones. They're very, very tall and not even Natasha can accommodate them. So I'm having to cut it on its side, which is really difficult. I'm sure you can hear the strain in my voice. So I'm not sure that you guys have ever seen me do an in the pot swirl into my 2 brambleberry molds like that, where I just start at the end and fill it up. It makes a really cool watercolor design most of the time, which is what I was aiming for. So yes, let me pull these out so you can see there's a lot of blue in these 2 middle ones. Let's go down the line a little. You can see a little more swirliness coming from the different colors. Ooh, here's some swirliness there on that side. It's funny, it looks like a mix between an in the pot swirl and a drop swirl, which looks so cool whenever you put it down the line like that. Here's one off of the end. That looks really cool too. Yeah, oh boy, look at these. Ooh. Another cool thing is that loaf to loaf, they'll look completely different because, well, it's got different colors going into it. Whereas this one has a lot of blue. Let me show you one of the other ones. This one has a lot more of the lighter blue, and it's a little more swirly and even a little more mottled at the top. So it just depends on which colors are gonna pull through for which batch. It's so neat. The smell, incredible. The stones on top are stunning. All of the little embeds on the sides look so pretty. I think my dad is gonna love this bar, and I hope all you September babies do too. You guys, there is only one more soap in the 2020 Secret Soap series. That is coming out on Saturday, September 5th, which is the same day as the release. All will be unveiled, all the names will be explained. I'll tell you all the ingredients that I added and all of that good stuff in Saturday's video, and these soaps will be available to purchase the same day. Again, for all you September babies, if you want to get yourself a little Birthstone soap. The stone soaps are more expensive because, as you guys probably know, fancy rocks cost a lot of money. Katie Carson, fancy rocks cost a lot of money. Stone replacements are so interesting because there's so many beautiful stones out there, like this one for September and also opalite for October. I hope you guys have an absolutely marvelous day. Be sure to do something fun for yourself today, like going out there and researching cool rocks that you can get, or maybe making one of those concrete stepping stones to go in your garden or outdoor area. Y'all 90s kids remember those? My mom had never bought one, but now I have bought one for Lily because I was like, I remember how important it was to have one of those with your name on it in your parents' garden. And I will see you guys very soon for the reveal of the 2020 Secret Soap series on Saturday. It's gonna be great. Ooh, almost fell over there. Just shaking my arms like, throwing my balance off. Whatever, here we go.